No nation can be great if it does not respect the power of education. Let me define for you what I call an educated person, because there are many people who went to school but are not educated. When I talk about education, in addition to going to school, this is what an educated person means in my world: the ability to read, the ability to write, the ability to communicate effectively, think constructively, and then use the knowledge acquired as a tool to birth solutions. That to be educated means you have the ability to read. I didn't say read English. The ability to write. I didn't say write English. The ability to communicate effectively. One of the major indices to measure an educated person is that you have trained your intellectual faculty to be able to communicate your thoughts and your ideas effectively. If that does not happen to you, you are greatly disadvantaged, even if you went to school. Because the world thrives on your ability to transfer thoughts, and you must master the art of transferring your thoughts so that your audience receive it as intended. There are many people who went to school but did not get educated. The essence of secular education is to prime your creativity. When you do your MSc, it's called masters. When you do PhD, it's supposed to prime your creativity so that intuitively you can be presented with a set of complicated things, and there is a thought line. You have trained your mind already to approach life from a certain way, and then the ability to use knowledge as a tool to birth solutions. This is what we lack in Africa. We brag a lot about education, but I can tell you secular education is wonderful, but systems, we need to review our strategy. You find someone who was educated, respectfully speaking, somewhere in Africa, and bring other people across the world. Maybe they even study the same course. When they sit down, they will not be able to talk, because one has not been trained to think effectively, to communicate their ideas. Even when they are right, you ask them, okay, so how do we make this work? And they are at a loss. Priming your creativity, your ability to communicate, that intuitiveness. This was the whole idea of being educated. It still remains so. So we must be able to trust God to see the power of education. There is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty. Can I tell you this? Don't brag around just moving and saying, I'm a graduate. Go and begin to reinvent yourself to suit today's world. Sit down and learn communication as a planned discipline. Let's reject laziness. Don't keep your certificate and saying, I studied mathematics, there's no job for me. There are people today who is not what they studied that they are practicing. They went to reinvent themselves.